Murtz Jaffer here with another Big Brother Candidate 6 elimination interview. I am here with Andrew, and for those who might not know, I actually went to school with you many, many years
Shout
ago.
out Centennial College.
That's right, Centennial.
Journalism program. Two brothers doing their thing, you know what I mean? Shout out to Steve Kogan. Who's your favorite teacher?
Barris. I like Ted Barris.
Barris. They both retired this year.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I actually did photography at Centennial's convocation as well. They still owe me a check, so Centennial, if you're seeing this, send the check, bro. Send the check.
Oh man! All right, Andrew, we got to get right into it. I know our time is limited. All right, so why do you think the House eliminated you?
You know, Murtz, I'm very fresh. You know, I speak a good game. I'm handsome. I'm charming, charismatic. So haters gonna hate, but you know what? I didn't think I did that bad a thing. You know, bro, I came to play Big Brother. I don't know what the other house is doing. It's people looking for dates, people trying to hook up in the catacombs. Listen, man, I came to win. But, you know, to my detriment, maybe I played a little strong too quickly. But no apologies, man. That's how I came to play.
You know, and that was my next question. You played so hard so early. Why do you think you weren't able to sort of float under the radar a little bit more? I mean, you've seen this show before. That's what works.
Of course. Mertz, I'm too big to float. I'm too fresh to float. At the end of the day, like I knew it was only a matter of time before I became a target. So I tried to, you know, target people who were bigger targets than me. Like, let's be honest, reality TV, you don't get stripes for voting out the old lady. You know what I mean? You don't get stripes for making the obvious move. You get stripes for doing what's risky. And personally speaking, I didn't come here to, you know, take purses. I came to rob the Brinks truck, bro. Yeah. And that's how I came to play. Yeah. And if that's a little aggressive, I get it. But, you know, live fast, die young, right?
Do you feel like you were dealt an unfair hand at the beginning of the game? Like you had that twist right away where you had to split the house into half in heaven, half in hell. Did that sort of set the tone? Do you feel like you sort of were playing behind the eight ball right from the start?
Mertz, you know, you're a fan of the genre. You know, these big twists definitely kind of put you at a disadvantage sometimes. You know, 50% of the house was mad at me. And even the other half that I saved, they turned their back on me. You know, I saved Jessie, pointless. I saved Olivia, it was her birthday, didn't care. I saved Erica. Erica stabbed me right in my nose bone, bro. Like, if you think about it, like, you know, you expect certain loyalty when you do certain things. Didn't get that. So at the end of the day, like, you know, I felt like, you know, I was on an island, no raft.
What went into that decision? How did you decide who was going into heaven and who was going into hell? That was the question I had as soon as you made the call.
Yeah. You know what? I had tried to put people in heaven that I had a vibe with. You know what I mean? Me and Erica hit it off immediately. Both Toronto, both Scorpios, both like sneakers and gold teeth. So you know what? She was cool with me. You know what I mean? Saved her. Jesse and I had a good conversation early. I figured he was cool. Saved him. Derek, it looked great. Great hair, great suit. He does wonderful work in the community as well. I was like, you know what? Decent guy. Got to save him. Me and my boy Hams, instant connection. Both big Raptors fans. Talk Kyle Lowry, talk basketball. Didn't want no problems with him. Saved him. You know, the harder choices were like a person like Paris. Paris came in with a glitter dress and the designer shoes on. You know, I thought to myself, well, she's obviously doing pretty well. She could go for a bit of a hard time. You know what I mean? Just being honest, you know what I mean? Rosie, love Rosie, but I didn't know Rosie right away. She was annoying as heck, bro. Loud, screaming. I don't know if you guys heard, but shrieking like that was the easiest decision I made, putting her to hell. Yeah. But in hindsight, that was a misstep on my part.
That's actually where I want to go next. Now, you said it to Arissa last night. You just said it right now. Yeah. You know, you didn't want to rob the old lady. You wanted to rob the bank or the Brinks truck. Yeah. You weren't the head of household, right, that first week. Why did you sort of hinge your game on Rosie? Like, why did you play so hard to save her? And why was she such a critical aspect of, like, sort of keeping you in the house?
Well, you know, everyone in the house, or there seems to be a lot of young, attractive servers this season. You know what I mean? And the young people tend to hang out with the young people. And, you know, they didn't really care to hear what we had to say as the older demographics. I'm talking about myself, Ryan, and Rosie. And, you know, I felt myself having better conversations with Rosie. And obviously, Ryan and I had some amazing, epic conversations as well. So I wasn't trying to get rid of someone that wasn't a threat to my game. Allie was much more of a threat to my game. Allie was attractive. Allie has a wonderful social game. Allie is a physical threat as well. So at the end of the day, like, am I going to, you know, get rid of the old lady who is an ally of mine, or I'm going to get rid of the uncontrollable chick who can, you know, snap her finger and wiggle her hips and make things happen. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, it was better for my game to have someone like Rosie as an ally. Plus, Rosie cooked, man. You know what I mean? I was doing all the cooking. Rosie was doing the cooking. Like, we were like the elders of the house. And it's funny because in my real life, I don't cook. But in the Big Brother house, because I'm one of the older people, I felt it was my obligation to kind of, try to bring people together, at least with meals.
Yeah. Cook, cut hair, and that's where I want to get to next. Like, can you tell me a little bit about your relationship with Hamza?
Hams is a real dude. Hams is a funny guy. I know, I got a lot of guys in my social circle just like Hams, you know what I mean? Sarcastic, arrogant, funny, you know what I mean? Hams is super gassed, but that's cool because I'm super gassed as well. So we worked well together. I wish him all the luck in the house. I know he's in a bit of a tough spot socially, but, if there's one guy that'll get it done, it's the Hammer. So shout out to Hamza, a.k.a. the Teflon Don, a.k.a. Hamsterdamus. You know what I mean? So he's got a bunch of names, but great guy.
And another person that I want to ask you about is Erica. Your relationship clearly had some ups and downs. One of my favorite things was sort of when you were just looking at her. Like, what was up with that?
I call that the Scarborough stare down. You know what I mean? Sometimes if things aren't going...
Cut eye.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Many names, but essentially I wasn't trying to intimidate her. I was just really, really angry. And if I, sometimes instead of saying mean and hurtful things that will live forever on the internet and on television, maybe just you can say it with a look. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you want to just look into the camera.
Okay. Oh.
See? Scary.
Got it, man. I'm from Scarborough too. Yes, I know exactly what you're saying. Wait, I'll do the thing right here. Yeah. Okay.
I got you.
All right. Now, who do you blame more for your eviction? Is it Ryan or the other house guests? Ryan for putting you up, or the other people for voting you out?
Ryan's my boy, and stupid, boneheaded, idiotic move, obviously. But he was doing what the house's dirty work, which is weak gameplay yet again. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if we came to play, and he's such a big fan as well too. So I begged him, Murtz, I begged him. I said, dude, please save me, bro. Give me a week just to chill. Let me just hang out. But these pretty girls with daggers in their eyes definitely got to him and made him make a move which was totally boneheaded. Totally boneheaded. But at the end of the day, maybe that'll help him. Maybe now that he's the one old guy left in the house, maybe they'll let him leave him alone. So, but I don't think putting your allies up in week 2 is a good game move.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, for somebody who always says that he's watched every season of the show, that he's such a big super fan, have you ever seen anything like this where you put up 2 allies in this attempt to do a backdoor?
Super reckless move. Yeah. But the thing is, in the house, though, you have so much time to scheme. And you have so much time to think. And because you have, all this time to scheme, to think, you might think you're mixing up the perfect wizard brew and the super mad scientist thing, and then you realize, oh, wait, that's stupid. Mm-hmm. Stupid, bro. Just saying.
I want to ask you about what alliances you saw before you left. Sort of break it down for me, for people that are still watching this show. Like, what did you see before leaving?
Well, it's definitely Red Room versus White Room. But within the Red Room, Olivia and Ali are tight, super tight. And Olivia is a schemer. Mm-hmm. Like, she's, low-key law student, but listens to everything. You know what I mean? You definitely have the Derica. So it's not Derica, sorry, Dela. Hey, yeah. Dela is the romantic love interest, going on there. And he's so whooped, bro. Like, he had to ask Kayla for permission to pee. Like, really, she has her hands so far up his butt. There's a little puppet thing going on, and it's crazy. Beautiful hair, handsome man. Yeah. Weak as heck, bro. Weak. But that's definitely a power couple right there. And even... but on the other side, Will and Paris are super tight. Veronica and Will are super tight. Will is playing a really good game, low key, super nice guy. But I told him before he left, don't let these people play you, bro. Don't let them use that kindness for weakness. So, but we'll see what happens. I'm rooting for my boy Hams and Ryan are definitely a couple there that they should hang out together. Of course, Veronica and Marin are grouped together as well because of their situation. So, a lot of interesting gameplay. I don't know if me leaving just kind of amped up the gameplay, but I'm glad people are playing now. Hopefully, I played my games for the fans. Hopefully that the fans will have a better show in the next couple weeks to follow.
And last question is, what is the best part about being in the Big Brother house?
Oh man, your people get to see you on TV. You get to pull out all the outfits. You get to look fresh. I try to look fresh every day. I don't know. People wear the same stuff every day, and I'm like, bro, like there's cameras everywhere, and this is your opportunity to shine. So, I put a lot of time in my outfits. I put a lot of time into dressing for success. Obviously, I was unsuccessful, but at least I look good in the process, right?
Now, before I let you go,
Yes, sir.
I know you're good with nicknames. I think you just dropped like 3 Hamza nicknames. I can't let you go without giving me a nickname. Now, I don't know if you had one for me back when we were in school together, but now is the time.
Murtz has always been slick with the mouth. So I would say maybe Murtz the mouth, you know what I mean? But you know what, Murtz is iconic. What you've done in terms of Canadian television, bro, and being the voice of reality television. I salute you, brother, man, and appreciate you. Keep doing your thing, Slow motion better than no motion, and you ain't never stopping, brother.
Andrew, I did want to do this interview pretty badly, but I was hoping it'd be a little later down the line.
Me and you both, bro. Like, I thought I'd at least make jury, but that's how the game goes. I know, bro, I'm a big black dude. Like, let's be honest here. I'm too big to float. And at the end of the day, you got to shoot. And shooters shoot, man. I'm a shooter, man.
Amazing. Andrew, thank you so much.
Murtz.